That was just bad luck. Dang it. He stepped into the tracer I made. That should kill him, right? Beat it, dirt. Beat it, dirt. Sniper is whack-a-mole. Yeah, lucky shot. Ah, dang it. What? What? Oh! Good job shooting that pumpkin bomb.
Oh, dang it.
Darn. Oh, I just need 2 more souls! Oh. One more. That didn't work. Oh, I can't believe I survived. What happened? Why am I not dead? I should be dead. Some blow to the gator pit is good. I can't see what's happening, so I'm going to run away.
Mission ends in 60 seconds. 3, 2,
Victory!
victory.
Oh, I cannot open the contract while taunting, right? I forgot. Because that's a really random rule. Oh, yeah, these bonus objectives are going to be a thingy. Oh. Alright, pumpkin number pumpkin. What's in the pumpkin? What's the damn frequency? What spooky spook will be the face this time? That's a backpack! This is a backpack! We also got a case. Isn't that great?
They're meaningless.
Yeah.
Like, cases are the most useless item in this game.
Yeah. I mean, can't argue. It's
It's weird, because keys are the most useful item in the game.
even though they literally are just, they cannot do anything without cases.
Yeah, and cases are the most useless item in the game.
I think
And
keys are
the
only valuable
contents-
because they become a form of currency.
Yeah. And the other thing is that the items
Well,
within
I
the
guess-
case average out to a value in between the vast majority of the time.
They're typically worth
Meaning
more-
that the keys are less valuable, or are more valuable than anything that the key can generate.
Not anything, but a lot of things. Most things. Most things, yeah, will be... A case is basically the least valuable thing, which means if you do open a case, you're getting something better than the case, but rarely is it going to be as good as the key. I guess the reason keys are worth more is because everyone gets cases, but you don't just get keys. You have to buy them or such,
Yeah.
or trade for them.
Which, in general, means that if you don't get an item from, like, trade, then you're probably not going to get items most of the time, because most people aren't going to bother to buy keys.
I mean, you can get... Well, where do you think these items that get unboxed come from? Someone has to be using the keys.
Yeah, but,
I just don't know who.
yeah, I don't know anyone who will use a
They're
key.
the same
Most
peop-
people will trade a key.
They're the
They will
same
not
people who
use
fall
it.
for spam calls, I guess. I mean, I'll actually know, because I've opened a few crates. Just, it's the thrill of an unboxing. I just don't remember anything interesting from them. We're going to Man or Cauldron.
Man?
Man Manor.
Oh.
It has Man in it.
Can you get swamped?
This remains to be seen. Unlikely, but this all depends on your definition of schwamping. Like, if I fall into an alligator pit and just explode into bloody chunks, did I get swamped?
No.
Got it. With magic makes my head big.
You could swamp.
Interesting. Because I know that there are maps where random events can give you just a big head or a tiny head.
Skeletons are the least impressive monster because almost every other monster is a monster and a skeleton.
Truth bomb.
This is an insult to all skeletons everywhere. Poor Napstablook is also not a skeleton and a monster. It's
Right,
just
neither are
figures.
elementals, but most monsters also...
Or like slimes.
Yeah, but most monsters...
Although slimes might be a skeleton and a monster if they have recently devoured something that has a skeleton.
But it's not them. But again, there are exceptions, but
That's
most...
not true. Because
True.
you have mitochondria, and mitochondria are a small bacteria inside of a larger cell
And are they
that
really
was
mine?
incorporated. Do what?
Are they really mine, then? But yeah, there are some who don't, but most monsters do come with a skeleton included. It's just that the skeleton's usually neutral instead of hostile.
A lot of ghost types, though not all ghost types, but a lot of ghost things are just a ghost though.
But most things aren't ghosts.
And then anything basically from the ethereal plane would be. And
What?
then anything from most elemental planes could be.
Right, but anything from like any of the outer planes likely has one. Most
Do angels have skeletons?
probably.
Although they technically don't need to.
They might. Captures it. Oh, there's a big cauldron there. I'm sure you die if you fall in it.
How about, do beholders have skeletons?
I think so. Well, they have, I mean, like, mostly it's a skull, but I know there is an answer. I know there's a book about that contains a diagram of beholder anatomy.
See, because I was wondering if they could hypothetically be a cephalothorax that's inflated by gas, as opposed to
I do believe they are somehow buoyant. Oh. Damn it, communist purple mushroom!
fucking asshole.
Ah, it's been a while since...
Let's see.
I mean, we see too many stupid names. It's nice to see a good stupid name.
Are there stats for the skeleton giants in the books?
Yes.
There are.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I didn't
For the
know.
skeleton, a skeleton that came from a giant, yes.
Yeah, I didn't know whether there was like a cloud giant skeleton stat.
I'm pretty sure there is. And if not, there are templates that.
Well, I'm sure there are.
Right, but I'm sure that some edition, book of some edition has giant skeletons, and no, I think third edition.
And then a will-o'-the-wisp wouldn't.
No. Like a displacer beast, a cockatrice,
Yeah, Displacer Beast would
a
definitely.
dragon. Dragons definitely have skeletons.
Also, I guess if you qualify an exoskeleton for its
Right.
name as being a
Ooh,
skeleton.
something magical's happening.
Bug
Oh no, you just took the point. Okay, that's not magic.
So rust monsters have a skeleton and that thing have an exoskeleton.
Yeah, those monsters are cute.
And terrifying.
They can be.
If you don't have magic weapons, like if you're early enough.
If you do have magic weapons, they can still damage them.
Oh,
if
I
you're-
thought that magic weapons were resistant.
They might be. Artifacts, I'm sure, like immune, but like, if you're a monk, it's fine. Just beat it up. Oh,
Do monks benefit from gauntlets?
didn't spy PO. No, not really. Which is another reason that monks are like the worst class.
Well, they're not the worst class. They just
it depends on
definitely
the edition.
require a different type of strategy.
A lot of people do legit consider them to be the worst class.
Because, like, Barbarian has very similar handicaps.
Yeah, but barbarians are better at what? Like, what do you mean?
Armor and stuff isn't quite as important to them.
Yeah, but at least they're good at what they do.
Monks can be very good at what they do.
Yeah, just not as good as any other martial class.
What other martial classes?
Fighter, rogue, barbarian, ranger, paladin.
Oh,
All
see, I
better-
was thinking martials in, like, martial arts.
No.
Not as in, like, military class.
Right. Basically, of all like the melee damage classes, they tend to have average armor class and below average damage.
See, and it seems
And
to me
mediocre
that they have
special
below
abilities.
average damage because of the fact that they usually can get so many attacks.
Right, but they had to spend a resource to get those extra attacks. Whereas a fighter, whereas a fighter gets all those attacks for free. They also get to roll bigger dice.
Fighter is like the boring but practical of all of the classes.
Unless you're an Eldritch Knight, in which case it's sort of fun and practical.
Is that like a warlock?
It's a fighter who gets a little bit of our wizard powers. A warlock is a warlock.
Well, I just mean
Yeah.
that warlocks.
Yeah, they're a fighter.
Eldritch as well.
Basically, a fighter either gets fancy battle maneuvers, just some boring buffs if they're the champion, or if they're an Eldritch Knight, they get some minor spell casting. Ooh, found a pit of fire. Is this?
Shakespeare. I've done it. I've finished my masterpiece, Hamlet. Time traveler. So they're gonna do this with lines and it'll be cool. Then they'll do it again with computer lines. Shakespeare. Fuck yes, computer lines.
Ah, dang, I couldn't stop the spy because I grew a tail made of enemies, and they killed me. Jerry Seinfeld for Smash, the heavy.
The boss hands me a gun. You know what to do. I nod. Outside, I frantically Google, boss, gun, why? How to kill. Is killing okay? Regift gun okay?
It is time for bomb.
Regift gun. Okay.
Oh, why is there a heavy here? Oh, damn it, communist purple mushroom both times.
Me passing someone. You slow bitch. Me being passed. Okay, Speed Racer.
Yeah, yeah. Except I don't get as
So
mad at the slow
hostile
people.
about it.
I get mad at the fast people, but not the slow people, really. I'm just like, this is inconvenient, but I don't blame you. I don't know what's happening, but apparently something magic happening and everybody on both teams got crits. Which means just... Why is only our team dead, then?
5, 4, 3, 2,
Oh, you don't have taunting.
So, of the 900 ways of spelling Sheen, what kanji do you use?
You know, I've never been able to decide that. I can get Maji, but Shin is just... No. I only use this name out of tradition.
What the hell is that?
Someone abusing the mic, presumably. Sorry, everyone. You can't hear me because you're deaf, but sorry. I mean, yeah, it's just the name I use. But I just can't find anything that isn't either pretentious or just a non-thing.
Gildai.
It's powerful.
Gildai means brothers.
Oh, I mean, it's another meaning for it. Well, I mean, it's not powerful. It means, like, big or great. Or brothers, apparently. No, 3 brothers. Dot, 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 dot. If you know what I mean. Oh, he's having some rough King of the Hills. And we're still going at it.
Shin wa Gildai ga arimasen. You don't have any brothers.
Oh.
Actually, it means you have no siblings.
I mean, it's
Can
true.
Imply either
Oh,
way.
game crashed.
F
That's what you get for going there.
for telling people that you don't have a brothers.
Oh, we unlocked a hat.
I don't remember how to pronounce the word for sisters. So, weird thing about Japanese. To refer to your sibling, you must refer to whether they're older or younger. You
Yes.
must. There
What-
is no just brother or sister.
I doubt there's no. It's
No.
probably not something you're allowed to
No,
refer
there
to.
is not.
What
There,
if you say it anyway?
there is no word for brother. There's ototo-san, which means younger, or no. Yeah. Let's see, which one
That
is
is
it?
so
I gotta
weird.
remember, it's...
It sounds like an inconvenience.
So...
As a spy, if you're sitting on...
There's Ani, which is
What?
older brother.
Oh, there we go.
There's Ani, which is older brother. And then there's...
Bembis.
That's not the one I wanted. I did not want to write station.
Which means that they're the same age as you, they need to make a special word for that.
There's hypothetically never the same age.
Oh.
Oh, I'm forgetting part of symbol is why. I was like, why isn't it working? And ototo, which means younger brother. But there is no just word for brother.
That's bad.
And then with sister, they are imoto, which is younger sister, and ane, which is older sister. But there is not just a word for brother or sister, because it's implied that there will always be an age difference. Even if you're twins, one was born before the other, there is an age difference.
Oh, you're not a good friend, Heavy. You're Hey, I did it. It was a while. Maybe I'm just that, and then all of a sudden why happened?
Definitely word. Yeah. So Kyodai means brothers, or apparently also just the general term siblings. And Shimai means sisters specifically.
So what is it interpreted as if you say Urazaz?
It might function, but in Japanese there is no word for just brother.
Oh yeah, flaming. He's on fire and piss. That's a deadly combination. That doesn't make much sense.
To say twin, you say futago,
We
which I
can't.
think literally means twin child.
Oh no, it's time for Skellerman. I think. Yes, it is.
Control point has been captured.
Oh god! Oh, that soul just T-posed into the air.
Yeah, futago means literally pair children. So twins is twins.
Not to
Twins-
confuse with
twins
pair
literally means twins. Futago. So, hypothetically, the way you would say sibling if you had a brother with no age difference would be to say that they're a twin, I guess. But the words in Japanese are older brother, older sister, younger brother, younger sister,
Oh
or a plural
no!
of
God,
siblings.
6 hit points spy.
Or a plural of siblings, but it does not have a word for brother or sister in just the general sense.
Well, it should.
And if you're referring to your sibling, it would be ani or ane. And if someone else is referring to your sibling or you're referring to someone else's, it would be oni-san or one-san. Although sometimes you'll see oni-chan because of like a term of endearment towards an older brother. It's often used in like uncomfortable mangas, apparently.
Oh, those mangas. Why are there so damn many of them?
I don't know. Like, I hear people joke about them all the time. I'm like, why would you read that? That sounds super freaking creepy.
Because I guess you're creepy too.
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, why did I explode? Oh, that's why. Yeet. Yep. That's the face of someone who killed me.
That's like the weird terminology in the West of using daddy so often. I
Ugh.
find it super damn creepy. Like,
I mean,
so creepy.
I don't like to kink shame, but sometimes
Yeah.
I feel I need to shame certain kinks. Like, I feel like I just should, you know?
I will say, whatever, as long as you're not hurting anyone, but don't involve me in it.
Oh.
There's a
There's that Vegas.
let's see if I can find it. The word daddy has been so sexualized that my kids are gonna have to call me bruh or some shit.
Oh, I hate that. Just perfectly good words get ruined. Very bad.
Not to move.
Much like the fact that I was around this corner and there was a heavy in my face. Oh, he died too. Oh. He usually is like Spike. He's giving a heavy a hug and he looks really upset about it because he's dead. It was like just hugging him from behind. And he's like, no, it's a bad touch. Keck and Tem join the game.
Travis Touchdown will be a me fighter.
Oh, that's nice. I mean, talking to me, but I'd rather be a me fighter than the next DLC. So,
Seeing as you barely recognize who it is.
I know, yeah. I know it's selfish, but still.
I just have more or less stopped caring about Smash. And that is a complete result of the fandom, which is the same thing that happened to me with Steven Universe, and
What they do now, I mean,
and to some extent, FNAF.
it was just too popular.
No, just the way the fans are was annoying enough that it made me not care about the media related to it.
I don't get what you're talking about, but apparently
I've been told
was...
Steven Universe is a very good show,
Right, I just...
but I've met and talked with enough obsessive fans that I just didn't enjoy it. It probably would have happened to me with MLB if I had been a little bit less curious about why the show was interesting.
Whoa! There's a throne.
Yeah, you got gusted.
I mean, again, I guess I'm just blessed in that all the bad things on the internet just hide from me, or because I just keep hearing how toxic certain parts of the internet, and I go to them and just it seems completely unremarkable.
Maybe you're just used to the toxicity.
I'm resistant to it. That could be. I mean,
You've been desensitized.
oh, that's a movie. It looks so much like heavies. I don't like that. They need to do something. Ooh, meteors. What was the book? I've only ever seen one community where I'm just like, ugh, this is painful. And it's not, and it's only because of how just obsessively, just, I don't know, it's just like, everyone there had some sort of severe mental, like, anxiety problem. Just a certain community where just, it was everybody, and just,
Oh, you don't want to elaborate on the community?
TFIRL, but
Oh.
just every, like, you get just massive outbursts in the vending channel of people who just can't handle anything anymore,
Oh,
like
yeah.
2 or 3 times a day.
Yeah.
They keep bleeding into other channels, and
Yeah. No, I've seen that a lot.
Right.
I've been that on my worst days.
Right. And
but then I have better days again, and I'm not like that every day.
I feel like I've learned a bit about anxiety from seeing it, but just, it's also really depressing because you want to help, but words won't do anything.
Well, the thing that I've seen for some of that, though, is I'd like to help those people, but I also know I don't have the energy to be helpful to
I
them.
have the energy, I just don't have the ability.
Yeah, no, not me. I've had plenty of times where I see someone having a really bad day, and I would love to help them because I already know them specifically as a friend, for example. But I know that if I do, all it's going to do is make both of us more upset, and it's not going to help anybody.
See, it'll mildly frustrate me, and I'm like, well, this just isn't going anywhere, but that's the extent of it. But I think I've learned about panic attacks. It seems to be that the brain will just decide, okay, we need to be, something is bad, we need to decide we need to find a problem and then just hyper fixate on it.
Yes, that's basically what it is.
Even if it's completely irrational, it
For
becomes
me, a panic
true.
attack may not even have a topic. A panic attack will just be, you're in physical danger right now and you need to be worried. And it'll just be that for the next 8 hours, and that's just what I get to live. And that can happen right at the start of when I'm going to bed, and I will miss my entire night's sleep,